I want to welcome you back to Black Site tonight. We have Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. The first time in New York City history that a mayor has been indicted. Eric Adams has been indicted for federal corruption in the Turkish scheme in the campaign finance issue. Tomorrow, the indictment will be shown to the public. I guess he'll be arrested, taken a picture of, and released. But I'm not shocked that Eric Adams was indicted. This all started when Eric Adams made one tremendous mistake. Remember when the migrant issue had just got started and he was complaining to Joe Biden that it was his fault. It wasn't the fault of New York City. As soon as he opened his mouth on that issue, that's when that federal grand jury probe started on him and his administration. And over the past 2 years, it seems like it has been engulfed by the Southern District of New York. You have him who has now been indicted. You have his former police chief, his commissioner and superintendent of education. You have brothers, uncles, everybody involved. Even the interim police chief that he decided to hire is now under investigation. So Eric Adams is going down. And I would like to see what he's going to say tomorrow when everything has settled down. Because it seemed like this was a hit job by the Biden administration, basically telling anybody who complains about the migrant issue, I have the power to unleash the federal government on you with lawfare, just like they did with President Trump. Because this just doesn't make any sense. All these people in his administration is under federal investigation or who have been indicted. It seems like some of the people in his administration may have flipped on him. And it seems like he's going to have to resign possibly tomorrow or in the future days. This is the same man who gave P. Diddy the key to the city. That should have shown you something right there and then, that this man did not have any good luck in the future. But this is what happens when power meets the truth. And when he said that to Joe Biden, that was the end of Eric Adams. They're going to make sure he's out of there. They're going to put someone who's in control of that city, who will accept those migrants, who will accept the policies of the Democrat Party. But him, his brother, his administration, this investigation is as bad as I have ever seen. And for Eric Adams to be indicted is absolutely shameful. I bet you Eric Adams come out fighting real hard about this, because he said that he was helpful to the federal government. He asked everybody in his administration to give the federal government whatever they needed. But it seems like they had their eye on Eric Adams. And I'm starting to wonder if Eric Adams was on any of those tapes in the P. Diddy mansion, or if Eric Adams was given up by P. Diddy, because they seem to be very, very friendly. They came after him as soon as they came after P. Diddy. So they must have had some type of information on this man, especially when they talk about the Turkish corruption probe. They're talking about South Korea. They're talking about Israel. They're talking about other countries. This stuff runs deep. And I didn't think that Eric Adams would be this corrupt. But I guess if the federal government looks into any politician's business, they possibly can find all kind of corruption. So he's going to have to deal with the same issue that his friend P. Diddy is dealing with right now, is that he's in some serious trouble. And it's going to be extremely hard for him to get out of this. I know Eric Adams right now wished today that he stood up and said something to Joe Biden about the migrant crisis, because this is when everything fell down on him in his administration. The first black mayor in New York City, not the first black mayor in New York City, but he thought he was going to be a transformative mayor. Come to find out, New York City is in a crisis. It's at the worst point it has ever been in a long time. The city was rejuvenated by Rudy Giuliani, who basically fixed that city. And now it seems like the city is going back to the way it used to be, on fire. And most people don't even remember that. New York City was horrible at one time. And it seems like it's on its way. And to be indicted by the Southern District of New York, you know that they have a 90-something% conviction rate. It's going to be hard for him to get off. He's going to have to possibly make plea deals. I don't know what Eric Adams is going to do. But it doesn't look good for him right now. When they come after you, man, they got everything. When they come after a politician, they got to have everything. If they don't have everything, it makes them look bad. And right now, Eric Adams, this is the worst day of your life. When you was elected, it was one of the finest. But now, he's got a bigger fight on his hand. Not just New York City. He has to fight the federal government, who has that conviction rate, who wants you to go down. And you're going to have to deal with this for the next 2 or 3 years of your life. This is shameful. This is bad. This is truly bad. But this is what happens when you get into politics. And now this is a whole different Democrat Party that rules with an iron fist. And if you don't go along with what the president says, you will be punished. And he's getting punished. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.